I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Disgruntled, the podcast where we process the minor inconveniences that feel like personal attacks.
Traffic, conference calls, group texts, no one's safe.
We're not here to fix anything. We're here to vent, to spiral, and to laugh instead of scream.
Basically, it's therapy, but with less crying and more yelling into the void.
And just so we don't get fired, the views expressed in the podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect the opinions of our employers, past, present, or future.
Or yours, or anyone's really.
We're not really professionals. We're just professionally done with everything.
Call us today, cry for help, but make it funny at 479-222-1251.
Or you can find us at disgruntlednetwork.org and submit your unfortunate ramblings via form.
And visit the link in the bio for more details.
Anyway, so we're your host of Disgruntled. I'm Bailey Bolin.
I'm Gillian Johnson.
And let's get into the episode.
I could talk about that for hours because you just blew my freaking mind.
I love to do that.
Okay. Hi, welcome back. Special welcome back to Gill, my BFF. She's back from the beach. And
still as pale and pasty as ever.
Thank you, Blue Lizard. And I called Gill yesterday to have a conversation about things that can't be said on a podcast. And while I was doing so, before we went into it, I said, I am purposefully not asking you about your beach trip because I know it's going to be the main topic of tomorrow's conversation. And we both casually agreed to that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
today is going to be mainly for the two of us, but we also have 2 submissions along the way. So, Jill, do you want to go first, or would you like me to?
Maybe I also have to premise that I immediately told Bailey, I said, I have so much to talk about. I said, for the first time, need to limit it to 2 submissions because when I tell you I have got ammunition, I've got a lot of things I need to get off my chest. So I said, we need to keep down the viewer submissions to probably about 2 because I'm going to talk almost the entire time. And so I don't know how y'all feel about that, but here we are. We're gonna do it. And I would love for you to go first, Bailey.
Oh, okay. Now I'm on the spot. Let me find my notepad. My notes. Girl, I got email drafts all over this place. I'm going a little bit crazy. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since Jill and I have recorded. And a lot has happened in those 2 weeks. One, Taylor Swift got married.
Yeah, she did.
Kind of sad that I wasn't on that invite list, but I completely get it.
Hurt.
Did I have FOMO?
On.
Sure did. Sure did have some fear of missing out. But obviously I'm so happy for her. And they can call this what is that? It's a blank relationship.
I wish I could help you, but I unfortunately am not a master of the English language.
A parasocial relationship. Okay. And I understand that. I talk about her like she's my best friend. She's not. That's part of the joke, guys. Come on.
I tell you, I can tell. I know she got married because the amount of TikToks that I have seen of people criticizing her damn wedding has gone through the damn roof. I'm like,
yeah, was it a little bit inconvenient for the people who live in New York? Probably, yes. Was it the most secure option for a global superstar? Yeah, probably. Did it preserve the moment to only specific people? Yes. And did it preserve the moment to be based off of who they want to come and who they don't want to come? Yeah. So that's what that's about. And I'll fight on that one. So if you have a problem, at me.
I'm sure we'll get a few submissions for next week.
You go right ahead. Go right ahead, because let's do that. So that was my number one thing. My number one thing was I wasn't invited to Taylor's wedding, and I'm kind of sad about it. And then I only have 4. And 2 came to me today. So I've been busy and rolling with the punches and all of those things these past 2 weeks. Second on my list, rolling backpacks / briefcases. Now, I'm the laziest person in the bunch, guys. Like, let's be honest here. I don't get up and run 5 miles a day. I don't get up and want to go outside and lift weights or no, that's not who I am.
Me neither.
It's not who I've ever been, right? But I can carry a backpack. I can put a backpack on my back, because that's what it is. It's called a backpack, not a rolly bag. Not luggage, So I saw someone rolling one behind her as she was leaving the office, and I was like, ooh, I need to write that down. Yeah. Number 3. Actually, I only have 4. I only have 3. I don't have 4. Anyway, it's been a week.
Yeah, it has.
This one happened this morning, and I don't know if it's just where I work. I don't know why, but this has happened before, and I've talked about it before. But I was getting on the elevator this morning because I don't take stairs. We've made that clear. And I was getting on the elevator this morning, and it was closing, and I saw a woman walk by eating barbecue chips. Y'all, I got to work at like 6:15 today. Barbecue chips at 6:15 is wild. Absolutely wild. And if you want to fight me on that, that is a fight I will have with you, because that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
so God. And then oh yeah, I can talk about that. I haven't told you about that. My little Jimmy G.
Oh.
Last Wednesday, keep in mind, 4th of July was on Saturday. Wednesday was June 30th. July 1st. Right. It was July 1st. Yes, July 1st. Because that matters, But I got a text from him early in the morning, like at like 8. And he was like, "Hey, I want to go somewhere. Let's go somewhere for 4th of July for the weekend." And he's like, "We can leave after you get home from work, and then we'll be back Sunday night." And in my head, I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And so I texted him. I was like, 1, where? And I was like, and 2, it's a holiday weekend. So if there are any places to get, they're going to be extremely expensive. Travel's going to be expensive. We would have to book the dogs. Like, we'd have to board the dogs. Like, it's more work than it's worth. Right?
Right.
And I was like, the only place we need to be going is to bed, because I'm tired. Right?
Yes.
And he's like, "Yeah, you're probably right. And so then I got a text from him like a few hours later. I was in a meeting and I couldn't respond right at that minute. And it said, I booked my flight to go to Arizona. I leave at 9:00 out of XNA tomorrow. Talking about Thursday, the 2nd. And I was like,
I can't say that word on the podcast.
I said, "Oh, yes, you can, because I can bleep it." And he's like, yeah. And so I texted him and I said, So this wasn't going to be a conversation. This was going to be a I'm telling you what I'm doing kind of situation, because those always go over super well with me. And he said, well, it's for work. And I said, you couldn't have led with that.
Yeah.
You couldn't have led with that. Right. And so, and obviously I can't go into details, but he had to go to Phoenix for work on Thursday. Right. So when I travel for work, usually it's like 3 to 4 days. Right.
Yeah.
No, they had him on the plane at 9 a.m. and they had him back home by 10 p.m. on Thursday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And then he had to get a cab, and that cab had to wait for a little bit. And then like went back in it, whenever, took him back to the airport and had all that happening. And so he paid the cab $180.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but he used his company card, right? Which
Oh.
I would. I mean, I absolutely would. It's for work. Why would I not?
Yeah.
Well, they've thrown a fit about it. So he told him. I said he told him. He said, "Never ask me to do anything again. Never."
Never.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, props to him. Props to him, because
I thought that
if
was the whole
anybody's
damn
gonna
point.
tell, yeah, if anybody's gonna tell somebody to not do something, it's going to be Jimmy. He is very, very, very vocal about his feelings and about his opinion, right? And he feels the need to inform of everyone around him his opinion.
Yeah, there's no keeping that a secret. Open book there.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not a quiet opinion. It is a very loud opinion. And so I can only imagine what he said on that phone call. It is a daily miracle that he is gainfully employed. So
Yeah, somebody needs to
but
check
that
on his
was
manager.
yeah,
They're not
for
okay.
real.
They're not okay.
For real. But that Thursday while he was gone, because I took off that Thursday and Friday for the 4th, and I need a little break before this month of hell that's coming at me. But that Thursday I got a lot accomplished, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm working on opening some doors that I didn't even know were in the building, you know?
Yeah.
And so doing that, but then another thing that I wanted to talk about, there's number 4. I cleaned my office because I needed to, right? There's shit everywhere. Shit
Yeah.
everywhere, because my office has become Fort Smith Regional dump site, right?
Yeah.
So, I put some of the old clothes away, because I say I'm going to take them to Goodwill and it never happens. And so I put them back in the closet, because I took them out about 2 years ago. And I started cleaning up.
All of the
I started
tea.
cleaning up. And then like I said, I had an old coffee table in here because we got a new one. Well, when Jimmy took that coffee table and gave it to I don't know who, he put everything that was on that coffee table in the floor. And so I had to pick all that up. And I was like, okay. And all of this to say, I used to have 2 paintings of my dogs that sat in the floor, right? There was the one of the 3 of them, and there was the one of Augie and Little. Well, they are now actually hung up on my wall.
I'm so
on
proud
this
of
side.
you. They're not on the floor no more.
No. And I would put them behind me, but they aren't matte. Like they have, like one is in an actual frame that has gloss, and then the other one is a canvas and it has a gloss on it too. So with the lighting situation, like there's glares on it. I just don't want to do that. So
yeah.
there's that. That's my day. I think. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I love that. And I want to take a moment for this beautiful cardigan that you're wearing right now. That is beautiful.
Okay, thank you. It's a button down, and the buttons are actually sisters. I love it. Love it. Not distant cousins. But I also feel like a freaking doily. So
I love it. You look like such a wonderful doily. You're
thank
a
you.
great one.
Thank you. It looks like something my grandma would put a candle on.
100%. Or an old framed photograph, delicate.
Exactly. Exactly. Back in the day when they used to do the cross stitching, one of those. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Since we only have 2 submissions, and I know Jill's about to talk for about 40 minutes, let's take a little break, hear from our sponsors, and we'll come back.
You know what'd be great right now? A sponsor.
You know what's even better than rage? Revenue.
If you're listening and you've got a product, email us or send us cash. We're open.
That's weird. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's very weird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Oh my God. Jill, we're back. Like, y'all, sometimes the things that the webs we weave.
They out here weaving, bro.
So, welcome back, my little beach bum. How was your vacation?
Oh, where do I begin? I think I should tell viewers to give them a context of this, how far away I was from my destination. As y'all have heard us talk about extensively, we live in Arkansas, and
Sure do.
the vacation place that I went to was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And for those of you who want to Google track me, I guess I'll go ahead. It was a 14-hour drive in one direction. Okay. So 14 hours to get there. And that's if you don't stop, you don't do nothing.
I was literally about to say that.
Yeah. If you don't hit traffic, if there's not a car crash, that is if you just get in the car and everything possibly goes exactly as it should. And 14 hours back. Okay? 14 hours back. So if you put that two together, 14 and 14, I'll help you out here. 28. 28 hours of driving. That is more. And I'll do some more math for you. 4 more than what's in a day. Okay? So
and mind you, this was a 4-day trip.
Yeah, so we left Saturday and I got back Thursday. So I'll give you a little timeline of what happened. So 28 hours of being in a vehicle with just my mother. Okay.
Right.
I want the world to know, hear me roar. I am mighty. I am mighty. Okay. I just want to start preferencing that. But
and the woman has a bladder the size of an ant. So
Correct. And also, for those of you who are interested, we have now noticed a very high intensity peak of her anxiety. So on top of everything else, my mother has now adapted and gotten what we in the world out here, and I have coined the phrase pre-trip anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
She's got that pre-trip anxiety super bad. And you would think, listeners, doesn't pre-trip anxiety stop once
when you're on the trip?
No. No, it does not. So Thursday night, my mother, timeline wrong here. Friday night after work, my mom comes over to my place because she wanted to make sure that I packed right. So that was the start to the vacation.
Of course.
So, we pack everything. She comes over to my house. She's wanting me to pack, and I'm like, chill out. We're only going to be gone 4 days. I am very minimalistic. I need a 1 pair of pajamas, a couple pairs of underwear, and I can charge the day. I'm putting t-shirts and shorts in a bag. That's how I pack. and she's just freaking out because I'm not wanting to carry every single thing that I own to South Carolina. And
and like you're the one that's going to have to carry it all.
correct. into 2 different hotels and the condo, which we weren't even sure what the parking situation was going to be. So I'm like, I don't want to be carrying everything. I need it in bags, that 1 or 2. That way, if I can't, because there is never a hotel cart when you need one. And I will stand on that because it proved also right. Because one of the ones that we stayed in only had 1 cart for the whole damn hotel. 1 cart,
Yeah, that's
Bailey,
wild.
for a 6-story hotel. 6-story hotel had 1 cart. Never saw that cart. Never saw that.
Oh, I'm so glad I waited. I
can't even go in continuous line. You see how I try and I'm failing miserably. So I get up, and my mother wanted to leave her car at her apartment. So I load up my 3 bags and my boogie board, because I'm one of those. My 3 bags and my boogie board, and go over to her house, and I open up my mom's apartment door, and her entire living room floor is covered in stuff. And I said, Mom, Mom, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is a joke, right? Like, you're bringing all of this? And she was like, yeah, I need all of it. And I was like, what are you bringing? She's like, I called ahead and they've got a full kitchen. So I got a watermelon. I got food for 3 days. I got some stuff for us to cook. I've got towels at the beach. I've got blankets. I've got buckets. I've got I cannot express to you how much crap. So I'm like, okay. I guess there's no cutting this down any. Okay. So after the 6 trips back and forth from the car to the apartment to load it up, I go, okay, we're in the car. We need to go. Let's go. I need to go by the bank really quick and get some cash in case we need some cash while we're on the trip. You never know, parking, cash only. It's always a good idea.
It's better. Yeah.
I go to the bank and I go to get my card out of my wallet. And my card's not in my wallet. My debit card is not in my wallet. And then I remember that I gave my debit card to Liam Friday night for him to go get him some groceries for some food to cook so he wouldn't starve to death while we were gone. And I remember that, you might have to bleep this out, that motherfucker got my debit card.
I'm not bleeping that out.
I still got my debit card, and I was supposed to go on a trip for 5 days. So I was like, I need to go. I need to center myself.
Oh, I know. You cussed him. You cussed him from the
called him
second you left that bank.
I didn't even wait to pull out of the driveway. I called him. He's still, better yet, not answering the phone. So, mind you, I have a Ring camera in my room for one reason and one reason only, is when Liam thinks that he's going to avoid me by not answering the phone. Guess what, boo-boo? I have a Ring camera, so I log into the Ring camera and put it on audio and scream from him from the corner of the room on the Ring camera and go, Liam, you better answer the phone right now.
Oh my God, I can't wait to post this on social media.
He rolls over and wakes up and goes, what? And I go, you have, and again, I unleash the demons inside of me towards his direction and go, you better be, I know you have me on Live 360 and I know you're tracking me right now. And I swear to God, the moment that I pull up in the driveway, you better be standing there with my debit card. You better be. So I go get me a 7 brew coffee because at this point it was either caffeine or murder. And I thought caffeine might make me not be in orange or stripes. So I go get me a caffeine and go and now have to backtrack all the way from my mom's apartment back to my house, get my debit card, not off to a great start. And then drive, then drive, we went all the way to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, which was about 9 hours. If once again, you didn't stop every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. Every 2 hours to go to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, Jimmy and I, and Jill can attest to this. We don't stop. We will not
no.
stop. We will
No.
not stop. The only time we ever stop is when Jimmy decides he needs to go to the bathroom, right? And that's when
And
you better get your ass in there and you better pee.
You better go too, because you're not getting another opportunity. Or you better have a bottle or a diaper or a plan, because you're not getting access to a restroom.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the kind of trip mentality that I have had on my beach experiences. So to go into this with my mother wanting to stop at every gas station between here and Pigeon Forge,
Right.
Tennessee was on my last nerve. Now, did we book the hotel in Pigeon Forge before the trip?
No.
Yeah.
You'll find one when you get there.
Yeah. And my mom surprisingly was down for it. She did not want me to book a hotel on the way. I begged her. And that was the one part of me that I want to have where I'm going to stay on my list. Mom's like,
well, yeah, I would too.
and
I
was
want to
like,
know
the
the end point.
Yeah. She's like, no, we're just going to free ball it. I was like, you telling me you've packed the entire state of Arkansas in the back car, but I can't book a hotel in advance? So I am at the place that we're eating for dinner. Which remind you was Cracker Barrel. Of all places my mama picks that we have readily available. We're in a new place. We should go try new food. No, Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Fighting about which hotel to frickin' book. And finally get one and get checked in, and there's no parking available because at this point we didn't pull up to the hotel until 10:30 at night. 10
Oh my God.
30 at night. And so every and I think I can attest, any parking lot at a hotel, it is, everybody's in for the night. Everybody that's gonna stay there is already there and got a spot.
Yeah.
So my mom is telling me to park in this one spot. And I'm like, Mom, no, I'm not parking there. And she was like, there's no sign. I said, Mom, there's clearly a sign. It's for wounded veterans only. I said, you're going to have me park in a wounded veterans spot on the 4th of July weekend? I said, I'm going to get cursed beyond belief. I said, of all weekends to do that, I'm not doing that on July 4th weekend coming up. I'm going to get struck down. What do you mean? I said, no, I'm not leaving the car there. I will park long enough for us to get a car and get the stuff unloaded and back up to the room. But then I'm coming back down here and moving this car because my conscience won't let me do that.
Oh, God.
We get into the room for the night and we sleep and we wake up the next morning. And my mom starts hysterically screaming from the bathroom at 7 a.m. And I go, what is wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong? She said, I forgot my makeup. And I said, what? You telling me in the 17,000 bags you forgot your makeup? And she said, yeah, do you think we could? No. No.
It's a makeup free trip at this point.
No, I said, I will take you to Sephora or Ulta Beauty, but I don't know what you want me. What do you want me to do? Have Liam FedEx us your makeup at the next hotel? I don't know what to tell you. I said, you're not gonna have it.
They don't even make Meryl Norman anymore.
No. So
and like the thing is, your mom, she won't go anywhere without makeup. Like even when she's at our house, like she takes 2 to 3 hours to put on that face before she walks out the door.
Yeah. So you can understand the blood curdling screams I woke up to on Sunday morning. So,
oh my God,
we get up and we leave the hotel, and I get all the stuff in the car, and everyone's cleared out, thank God. So I don't have to temporarily use a wounded veterans parking spot, and we get parked and get all the stuff out and load it into the car, and we leave. And my mom wanted to go to the Vera Bradley outlet, so we go. and we're in the middle of Vera Bradley, and
Oh,
my
God.
mom lets out another blood-curdling scream. And no, we picked out what we wanted, got it, got in line, about to check out, and then she started screaming. And I said, "Mom, stop. What's wrong? Are you okay?"
Yeah, stop the screaming.
I left my pillow at the hotel. I left my pillow at the hotel. I said, "Oh my God." So
I know you were ready to Aunt Edna her and put her on top of the car.
I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. And we were only one day in.
Literally.
So I'm in line. We're about to check out, and I'm having to call the front desk and tell them, "Hey, I was in room so and so. My mom left her pillow. Will you please save it for whatever? We're about to check out, and I can be there back, I guess, in about 30 minutes because we were 30 minutes away." And I said, "Oh God, great." So we check out and we go back to the hotel, and thankfully they had brought it down to the front desk, so we didn't have to go all the way up to the room. Thank God. But while she was there, so I'm going to tell you all the details. While she was there, the front desk lady goes, "Oh, and while we were in the room, we also found this." And it turns out I had left my Stanley cup as well. So I can't let my mom be the only victim there. I had left my Stanley.
Damn.
And I know. And that smug woman just came out to the car and goes, "Ah, ha, 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 ha. I was not the only one that left something." And I said, "Oh, shove it."
And mind you, haven't made it to the beach yet.
No.
We've
No.
only made it 9 hours into the road trip, guys.
Correct.
God.
So then we get back in the car. We start our drive, the last leg of the trip from Pigeon Forge to South Carolina. Well, we get 2 hours from the beach after stopping every 2 hours on the way there. We got up that morning. We went to our first Buc-ee's. Went to our first Buc-ee's in Sevierville
Buc-ee's.
in Tennessee. I love Buc-ee's, but I have a couple of things. I need Buc-ee's people to hear me. Your location in Sevierville, Tennessee. There's one entrance and one exit, and I don't know what demon
Oh.
y'all had designed that, but that's for the birds, bro. It took us 3
Yeah.
hours. 3 hours to get in and out because of traffic, because there's one light at the one entrance off the
Oh my
main freeway.
God.
Yeah, 3 hours to get in, get parked, go to the store, use the bathroom, get all of the snacks, get back in the car, get gas, and then get back on the freeway. 3 hours.
I couldn't imagine. I could not
Because
imagine.
for those fun facts, I've heard this several times since then. Sevierville, the location of Buc-ee's in Sevierville, Tennessee, is the largest Buc-ee's in the chain of Buc-ee's.
And it was recently done, right? Like it was
Mhm.
recently finished?
I
Yeah.
think so. I think it's been there, I would say in the last 5 years for sure. Like
Oh, okay.
3 to 5. So so we're 2 hours from the hotel, and the rain. I cannot experience or tell you the rain. I think I drove through a hurricane. The fastest I could drive was about 20 miles an hour for over
Oh
an
my
hour and a half.
God.
Yeah, and there's nothing more depressing than seeing the time of arrival get later
Further
and
and
later
further and further away.
and you just question all of your life decisions that's led you up to this exact moment. Yeah.
Right.
So we got to the condo that night, thankfully, got into our room. We were there Wednesday and Thursday. Excuse me. We got there Sunday night. We were there Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning we had to get up and check out. So I spent all Wednesday driving home. We went the southern route on the way home. So on Wednesday, I drove from South Carolina to we spent the night in Birmingham, Alabama. And then on Thursday, drove from Birmingham, Alabama to home. Went to 2 more Buc-ee's on the southern road. So altogether, we saw 3 different Buc-ee's.
Okay.
That was a new high for me, apparently. We went to every Buc-ee's in the route between Arkansas and South Carolina, apparently. The 2 days on the beach were glorious. Asked me, did my mother ever get above her knees in the ocean? No.
No,
No. Uh-uh. Asked me,
no,
did our condo have a full kitchen?
no.
No,
Uh-uh.
just a mini fridge. Did my mom beg me to cut up an entire watermelon with a Swiss Army knife? Yeah. Yeah. You wanna
And of course, it's your Swiss Army knife.
Correct. Yes, I carry a Swiss Army pocket knife, mainly for the nail cutters and the apparently to get off half the tags of the crap that we bought while we were there. That came in handy. I had a wonderful time actually at the beach, but was it absolutely exhausting to spend 2 days driving, 2 days there, and then 2 days driving back? Yeah, it took it
Yeah,
out of me.
it's a bit much.
And I don't
'Cause
think
at
we
least
ever realized that that was really the turnaround.
yeah. Well, and at least, like, when we go to the beach and stuff, we book a whole week. Like,
Yeah.
'cause most of the time, we'll do it, like, a Saturday to a Saturday.
Mhm.
And, like, by the time we hit that Saturday we're ready to go, like, we're ready to go, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I completely get that.
Um,
Completely.
the time at the beach was good. Went to a couple different places to eat and saw the sights. It was wonderful. Did we have to sit through a timeshare presentation? Yeah, we did. Did we end up getting a timeshare? No, thank God. Thank God.
Oh god.
Yeah, I had to
I was about to
convince her
say,
of
we're
that
going to
one.
frickin' Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, no, we did not get a timeshare, thank God. But it was so funny because the minute that we left the timeshare meeting, I just looked at my mom and I started laughing. And she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Let me tell you one thing I know for certain. Okay, one thing I know for certain. If Liam had been with us, if Liam
You would
had
have had
been
a
with us,
timeshare.
we would have had a timeshare." And I thought that was so funny because he called us right before because he knew when we had to be in the meeting, and he called right before. He's like, "Y'all make sure to not buy a timeshare." And then the minute I get home, Liam was like, "Well, how did it go down in the meeting?" And I told him all the detail, and he was like, "Why didn't you get a timeshare?"
Well,
And I was
that's
like,
not bad.
"Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, so you thought my mom was the weakest link, boo boo. You
Right,
were the
it's
weakest
you.
link." Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So
That's funny.
yes, it was really nice. I had a wonderful time. It was a 10-year anniversary of the last time that we had been there. We had
Mhm.
gone 10 years ago with my father, so it was kind of like a full kind of circle moment. Um,
Mhm.
it was nice, bittersweet. I just remembered kind of all the things that me and my dad boogie boarded in the ocean, and so that was
And he lost his glasses, and you had to drive all the way home.
correct. And so it was. I still drove all the way home. But it was nice to sit there and reminisce about the good times, and so I am very grateful
With a
for my
good
trip.
view.
Wonderful view. Um, I will say, thankfully, I know I talked about last week too that they were redoing the beach. So thankfully, they were not redoing the part that I was at, and I was so grateful.
Oh, that's
I
good.
got one break while I was there, and that they were not doing the Army of Engineers, Corps of Engineers was not on my section of the beach. So I was very grateful for that. I had a wonderful time. Didn't get sunburned. And I had a good time. Did I want to um kill my mother a lot of the times on the trip? Absolutely. Did I want to yell at her and tell her to have a bigger bladder? Yeah, absolutely. But we got through it, and
Well, and that's how trips go with your family, like with family members. Like by the time by the time you get home, everybody's ready to go their own separate ways.
mhm. But
And I know that well.
yes. Yeah, that's kind of how it went except for and I get all the way driving home on Thursday, and we hit Memphis, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours from actually getting home, and I start getting stomach cramps really bad.
Oh
And
no.
I started having an attack. I get not just your normal stomach cramps, it's called something else, but it's um like stomach um seizing.
Ulcerative colitis.
Kind of like that. Oh Lord.
I don't know.
I went. It felt like it. The best way I can describe it is it wasn't anything like a period pain or any of that. It felt like I was digesting glass,
Oh.
or like a bowling ball, like intense cramps. Yeah.
Hey, you might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, and I had it before, and my doctor had prescribed me medicine for it, and of course, get home, couldn't find the medicine, have to call the doctor, get it done, and I didn't stop having cramps until Sunday morning.
Oh,
So,
God.
yeah, I spent 4th of July miserable. I was debating going to the ER at several points on Friday and early Saturday morning because it just wouldn't stop, but I finally got it all cleared up. So after driving for 2 days, come home and immediately get sick. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Right.
But thankfully I am better now. I'm all over it. My stomach is still sore, but I am here to tell the story. Besides that, great, almost wanting to die when I get home. Great time, great vacation. The Monday blues got me bad, bro. They got me bad. Oh,
Girl.
I had never dreaded work more in my life than I did Monday morning. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Hit me on a. Remember, we've talked about extensively how you felt after Taylor Swift coming home.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Monday
Ugh.
morning this past week.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
No. So, we're back to life as normal, I guess.
We, as in you and I,
Mhm.
we need to take a vacation
Amen.
together.
Yes, we do, because
And if that means us going to the middle of nowhere in a cabin, preferably with a hot tub,
preferably. Yeah.
and preferably within driving distance of a Walmart, just in case.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, we're not going to cook, so at least within 30 minutes of a restaurant.
A fast food, a something.
Yeah, I'm solid. Throw me out I don't want McDonald's, but like throw me out a Taco Bell and I'm like, we're good,
Yeah, we got it. Camping.
But yeah, you and I
Mhm.
camping. But you and I we need to take a trip at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
So
Needed.
that was my 45-minute rant. I'm so sorry to the viewers out there. I don't know if you wanted to hear me talk for that long. I hope it was entertaining. I guess we'll have to label this the Jill Doesn't Shut Up episode, but thank you for
Hold on, let me write that down.
I thank you so much for listening, and I hope either you related to or have experienced or just said, God, girl, God's been giving you some of your, what is he gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Well, I was on the wrong side. I'm not so strong, so.
That's funny. Well, with that, let's take a break. We'll let Jill hit her vape and get a drink, and we'll be back.
See ya.
When society collapses, you'll wish you had advertised on Disgruntled. But until then, there's still time. Sponsor us.
We're back. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and go first on these last two submissions. I'm gonna go first because I feel this in my bones. So this is from Ashley in Tennessee, actually. She's hold on, let me move it over here and see if I can do it without messing everything up like I always do. So here we go. She said, hold on. Well, Ashley, we've already gotten in today's episode, but Ashley says, before we get into today's episode, I have a complaint. My complaint is with my husband in our next door neighbor's lawn. Apparently, this is a competition, and they are both in it to win it. I just don't know anyone else who agreed to participate. The second our neighbor starts mowing, my husband acts like we've just received a national emergency alert, and it doesn't matter if our grass was mowed yesterday and it's barely even grown. Some days, he's out there looking out the window saying, well, he's out there, like he's tracking enemy movement. And now our entire afternoon has to revolve around proving what exactly? That our grass is shorter? Or that somehow winning a suburban homeownership competition of lawns is the peak of existence? I'm convinced that if the neighbor bought one of those fancy zero-turn mowers, my husband would have financed by breakfast next morning. I'm honestly scared for the day my neighbor decides to pressure wash his driveway, because then there goes our whole weekend. But men always say that they hate drama, but they will invent imaginary neighborhood Olympics where the only love that. Where the only event is who can have the most perfectly manicured lawn. Sir, the grass doesn't know that it won, and neither does the neighbor. I think you're the only one keeping scores. Felt. Because, the worst thing to hear in the morning on a Saturday.
That zero turn starting up? Yeah.
Nope. Chase mowing his lawn. Because I know Jimmy's heard it. And I know he's going to say, I really need to mow the lawn. And we have a unwritten pact, Jimmy and I. He mows the lawn, right? He mows. I weed eat. I like to weed eat. I love it. I'll throw some friggin' bops on my headphones, turn them all the way up, and I'll weed eat, right? And he always gets so mad at me because I can't hear nothing. Like, I can't even hear this weed eater in front of me, and it's a gas powered. So I can't hear anything. And so, like, he'll throw stuff at me, and I'm like, just mad at them, fire, because I'm like, you didn't have to throw something, but apparently you did. So he mows, I weed eat. And the thing is, we have a lot of shit to weed eat around, right?
Yeah, you do.
A lot of areas that a lawnmower can't quite get to. And so who has to do all that crap? Me. Me. So, but at this point in the year, it's like it's every other weekend. It's every weekend at least that we mow.
Exactly.
And it's fine. And like we have plants, guys, and like we have flower beds, and the grass will grow in the flower beds. And I don't want to have to get down on my hands and knees. I did to pick out some of the weeds at one point, and then I was sore for the next 6 days. And then by the 7th day, I had to go out and do it again.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, it just
and it's hotter than the devil's freaking taint. And you got me out here sweating at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Ridiculous. My mom's dad, the one, he passed away back in October, something like around. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Anyway, he was really funny. He had neighbors across the street who would mow their yard like really early in the morning, and he was not a morning person. And so in return, like his getting back at them, he'd go out there and mow his yard at 12 o'clock midnight.
Well, they do have lights on them now, so that's possible now.
And here's the thing, guys. You wonder why I'm so freaking petty. It's because my family does shit like this.
Generational at this point.
Because we will do anything to get one up on someone, right? So
I love him for
stupid. God. But
that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you for your submission. We appreciate you. Jill, go ahead and wrap us up.
Oh yeah. I've got the anonymous one for this week.
Also a very long one, so hang in there, but it is really funny. I read through it. but it is
Okay.
it is a little long.
Oh, just what I like. I'll pretend I'm a narrator for a short story.
Okay.
Anonymous wrote in and said, I just want to know who told the Red Devil that he could move in rent-free to my house because the only one living rent-free under this house is my dog, who bumps her head into the walls 80% of the day.
Accurate.
Yes.
Okay.
But there I was after a day of working, sitting in my living room, cuddling my fur baby, watching our favorite prison show, Wentworth. If you haven't watched it, check it out because it's like Orange is the New Black, but in Australia. And who doesn't love Australia? You're so right. You're so right. When
It
all
is
of
right. I love Wentworth.
Oh, such a good show. I love that
It's so
analogy
good.
is spot on too, by the way.
Oh,
It is.
yeah. Yeah.
For all of you who are mad that Orange is the New Black is over, go check out Wentworth. When all of a sudden I see this black creature insect thing crawling up the wall behind the TV. And I was really praying it was a spider because I can't take care of those. I can take care of those, no problem. I begin to squint my eyes because I got the astigmatism. And my dog is still passed out on my lap. So I can't get up. And I refuse to wake up her sleep. Well, it wasn't a spider. It was, in fact, a red wasp the size of a damn quarter. So I decided, fuck it. I'm going to spray it with wasp spray. I wasn't going anywhere near that devil stinging bitch. So once I got the wasp spray, I came around the other side of the living room to see where the homie was behind the TV. And I swear I was turning that corner like I was a damn FBI agent trying not to get shot in the head. I really feel, I think he sensed me near him because I swear he was crawling up the wall faster. And I was like, no, don't let him get airborne or I'm going to have to stay at my brother's house. So I get about 10 feet away and I just spray the mess out of that dude. And I'm pretty sure I drowned him, which I feel like that's not really good karma, but who the hell invited him into my house? After I thought he was dead, I started cleaning up all the spray stuff left over, and that little bitch was still alive. So I had to smack his ass with my slipper. But my real question is, what is the purpose of wasps? Like, why did God create them? I get bees because they pollinate and help Mother Earth, but wasps? Oh my God, that was brilliant. That was so good.
That was well done. That was very well done.
Yeah.
And then to end it asking, why did God create wasps? Hey, hell, I don't know. I don't like them either.
No, I don't understand. I've asked myself for years what the purpose of those things are. What's the purpose? I don't understand.
Yeah, but then like you'll have some, God, I don't know what they are, but some scientist that'll come in and be like, this is what would happen if a wasp went extinct. And it's like the whole world collapses.
Oh, correct. And I'm like, you know,
great.
Like it's not already. I'll take no wasps towards the end. Let's go ahead and get them out of here.
You got a point. No, that's funny, dude. That's so funny. I was sitting here listening to it and I was like, I don't think I'm going to bleep all these. I said, that'll take a little bit too much time.
Yeah, I love you for it because they were spot on in exactly the right spot, exactly where I wanted them. Oh,
it's so funny. It's so well done. Yeah, I don't have an answer for why God created wasps. I wish he hadn't. I also wish he hadn't created snakes. Don't
Mosquitoes.
like those. Mosquitoes. Plane crashes. Because those go hand in hand.
Yeah, childhood cancer. I could go on, you know.
Yeah. No. That's funny. Thank you for your submission. Quick anecdote. The reason why I said plane crashes. So Jimmy and I have realized that we're psychotic, right?
Mm-hmm.
As if we need any more freaking proof. Because we finished we finished Pluribus. Have you seen it?
I don't think I've seen that. What
Pluribus.
platform is on that on?
Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Liam, get with him.
Yeah. He's got it. He's got it. Hey, I had to have some way how to watch. What is it? Not. Oh, I'm gonna say that. What's that soccer one? I've watched on Apple TV.
Heated Rivalry. No.
Oh my
It's
God.
hockey.
Hang on. I've got to watch Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso. Yeah,
Mhm.
I hadn't watched Ted Lasso yet. Funny fact about him, and I'll share it with you after the podcast because I can't do it on air. Anyway, no, we finished Pluribus, right? And this is my plug. If you haven't seen it, you need to, because it's really, really interesting. I loved it. It has Ray RHEA RHEA Stayhorn, something like that. Anyway, she plays Kimberly Wexler off of Better Call Saul, the blonde.
Oh,
Her.
yeah.
Okay, she's the main character in it, and it's also written by Vince Gilligan.
Oh no!
It's stellar. It is phenomenal. You have to watch it.
Oh, I am.
But we finished that, right? So we have to have background noise and or actively be watching something because I don't want to just sit there and stare at them. And so we turned on, like, on Roku, they have these little, like, channels that play, like, episodes of shows, like, over and over and over. Not the same episode, but, like, different episodes, same series, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so we turned on this show called Mayday Air Disasters, and it's just about planes crashing.
Oh my God.
And like it's intense. Okay, it's intense because they use like the real in-flight voice recordings, right?
Oh my God.
And have reenactments.
Oh.
And so it's super intense and like gives me anxiety. But after it crashes, they go into like the forensic of like what made it crash, what happened, right?
Oh, okay.
And that's very interesting because like there was one, I was watching one and I was like, oh yeah, it got into the jet stream, and when it gets into the jet stream, like it can't get out. And Jimmy's like, we need to change this.
You're gonna have to become a pilot, yeah.
And he's over there. He's like, well, I could be a pilot. I think he's like, I would never want to fly like family, but I could fly other people. I'm like,
damn, I don't know what that says about him.
Shit. So okay,
I think
sure.
Jimmy better stick to just being an air traffic controller, that guy who does this.
No, God, that's worse. Oh,
I know.
Well, the one on the runway is different, but the one like in the tower, like telling them where to go, how to go, when to do it, what to do. Because the thing is, guys, the pilots aren't flying. Like, they aren't actively flying the planes. They have systems that they can put in. Like, if the air traffic controller says go to 33,000 feet and cruise, right? They can put it in and set it in at 33,000. It will get them up to level and then autopilot the whole time, right? So the main time that the pilot has to have control is in takeoff and descent, right?
Oh, yeah. I see that.
But if that air traffic controller is not in tune with everything else going around in the sky, and he sets two airplanes on the same path going opposite directions at the same level, that doesn't work, right?
No.
Crazy. It's so much responsibility. It is. I couldn't imagine. But yeah, that's my anecdote for plane crashes.
I love
Because
that
I'm
for us.
psychotic. But that is our episode. I will wrap up this week. How's that?
That sounds good. I think they've now tired of my voice.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for our 2 submissions this week. We appreciate your time that you took out to tell us about that frickin' wasp and tell us about your neighborhood competition of yards. So, this has been episode 46. Jill doesn't shut up.
Yep.
And we appreciate you for listening to it. So, if you would, find us on our social medias. Most of the times we're going to be at disgruntled.pod. If not, go ahead and finish that out and put disgruntled.podcast and you'll find us, because some people are sitting on that username and I don't have money. So definitely do that. Leave us a review, comment, share, subscribe, send it to all of your friends. When inevitably the teachers who are out for the summer ask for a good podcast to recommend, go ahead and tag us. That's cool. But in order to do so, you need to find a link. That link is going to be on the screen right now. Just put it up there. That's our link tree. It's also in the show notes. So click the show notes, copy from up here, and that will take you to everything Disgruntled. That will take you to our website where you can submit, like these 2 anonymous submitters. Well, no, the one wasn't anonymous. The other one was. But anyway, Ashley. And how they did it was going through our website, clicking on one of the spots that says, click here to scream into the void, or click here to rant, or any of those. Do that. It'll get to us. We will eventually put it in an episode when we remember to check that. Because did I think that I had an email alert? Yeah. Did I? Nope. So, just bear with me, guys. I'm firing at all cylinders, and eventually one's gonna give out. So, until then, thank you for putting up with us. You can also find our merch at www.disgruntled.shop. We have some really cool things going on in there. We have some other really cool things that are going to be coming shortly, and I need to tell Jill about that. But until then, go check it out. See what you can do with it. Wear it, rep us, send us pictures, whatever you want to do. We will be here next week. And if you need us before now and then, call us at 479-222-1251. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll actually answer it live. Could you imagine?
I would love that. Hey, you're on the phone, Bailey Bowling.
Right. You got Bailey. Go for Bailey. So who knows? That might happen at some point. You never know. But thank you for listening. Come back next week. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This has been a Disgruntled Network multimedia production.
Created by people with a lot of opinions and just enough time to share them.
Executive produced by Gillian Johnson and Bailey Bolin.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to scream into the void or, leave us a review.